We work. All right. Surface area of a cone. This is one that you will just have to plug the formulas in. We're not going to decompose this. So this is one that you just have to be able to plug and chug. All right. So what is the formula for surface area of a cone? No, I'm going to give this to you. You won't ever guess this one. It's weird. But you will be given this formula on the test. All right, so here's the formula. Pi r squared plus pi r s. Pi r squared plus pi r s. Surface area of a cone. Now, r is your radius. S is your slant height. And if they do not give you the slant height, here is the formula for that. Slant height equals square root of radius squared plus height squared. All right. This is a formula that you do not have to memorize. It's one that I will give you when the test comes. But you must know what goes where to plug the formula in. Okay, so let's look at a problem. This one will work. All right, so let's look at problem number 1 here. All right. Slant height is the height that is slanted. When we talked about pyramids, the slant height was the height of the triangle, not the height of the pyramid. It's the same thing in a cone. The slant height is the one that's on the outside. All right. So this one is a straightforward. So we have pi r squared plus pi r s. R is my radius, which is 13. So pi times 13 squared plus pi R is radius. Radius goes halfway across a circle. 13 times my slant height, which is 30. Alright, so that's your basic plug and chug. You plug the numbers into the formula, plug it into your calculator, and it spits an answer out for you. Alright, so 13 squared is that 169? So pi times 169 plus pi times 0.9390. 13 times 30 is 390. Is that correct? All right. So this is the same as 169 plus 390. 9. 559 pi. Does that get you the same answer?
You want us to use the pi button?
Do what?
You want us to use the pi button or to put in 3.5?
3.14. So 3.14 times 169 plus 3.14 times 390. $1,755.26. All right. If they do not want your answer in terms of pi, you plug this in, plug this in, and it'll give you an answer. If they want it in terms of pi, remember we talked about when we were doing the cylinders, you hold your pi till the end, you add all your numbers, and then put a pi. So that's the same thing here. 390 pi 169 pi 559 pi. If they want it as a decimal, then you just plug this piece right here plus this piece right here into your calculator. So it's both of them give us the answer of so it's approximately 1755.26. Yes, ma'am.
Did you multiply by 5?
Yes. Yes. All right. So that's the straightforward. Plug it in, and your calculator chugs an answer out. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Do we do unit square on this?
Units squared because it's an area. All right. Let's look at another example. All right. All right. So first thing you do is you write your formula down. Pi r squared plus pi r s. All right. So now let's look at our number. Do I have my radius?
Just have to
It'll be 8. Good. I don't have the radius, but I do have the diameter. Diameter goes all the way across. So I need to cut that in half to get my radius. So my radius is 16 divided by 2 is 8. Do I have my slant height?
Yep.
Alright, so I have my S. So S once you have your numbers, you plug it into the formula. So pi 8 squared plus pi 8 times 23.4. Alright, so you plug that into your calculator. And it will chug out an answer. Alright, alright. So if I wanted it in terms of pi, it would be 64 pi plus what's 8 times 23.4. Do not yell out. Mr. Dye. What is 8 times 23 and 4/10? 187 and 2/10. That's what I got. Alright, so if they want your answer left in terms of pi, Miss Young, what would I do at this point? Add what together?
64 pi plus 186.
Good. So I'd add the 187.2 plus 64. 7 and 4 is 11. 8. 14 and 1 is 15. So if you want it in terms of pi, it's 251 and 2/10 pi. But what if I want this is my exact answer, so I need my approximate answer. What do I do? Miss Allen, what do I do to get an approximate answer? Need some help? That's fine. Mr. Evans, helper.
Hold on, get the 1.3 times pi.
Multiply 251 and 2/10 by pi. Which pi is approximately 3.14. 3 and 1400ths. So it will be approximately 788. And 768,000 units squared. Alright. Alright, where did we lose you? Alright, so I get my approximate answer. I add my two numbers together. The 64 and the 187 and 2/10. I add those two numbers together.
I know that we're talking about
And
788.7.
alright, so once I have those two numbers added together, I multiply by 3.14.
Both of them, same time, or
You can do it one of two ways, either way. You can do 64 times 3.14 and then add 187 times 3.14. You can do it that way.
and then you doing that, adding together?
Yes, yes, you can do that. Or, to me, it's easier to add your two numbers together. And once you have them added together, then multiply that by 3.14.
What's your exact answer?
The exact answer is 251.2 pi. Yes, yes. Anytime it's area, surface area, or area, your label is unit squared. Good question. Alright, so it doesn't matter which way you do it, Martavius. Either one of those will get you the correct answer. Alright, let's look at another problem. Alright. Answer the door, please. Miss Mathis? Alright. Let's look at another problem. Alright, let's look at problem number 2. Alright, so the formula is pi r squared plus pi r s. Right, do I have my r?
No.
Ms. Mathis, do I have my r? Alright, what is the r? 7, good. Do I have my S? It's Brown. No, I don't have an S. So I have to use the formula for S to find this. Alright. So the formula for S was, so S equals square root of R squared plus H squared. Which is nothing more than the Pythagorean theorem.
7, 12.
So S equals, good, the square root of 7 squared plus 12 squared. Alright, Ms. Jones, what's 7 squared? If your name's not Miss Jones, please don't talk. Brandon, what's 12 squared? 144, I agree. Alright, so I need the square root of 144 plus 49 Uh-oh. I don't have a perfect square.
Square, put in.
I got you.
Alright. We have our trusty calculator, so it doesn't matter how ugly this gets. I'm not making you do this out by hand. So you're going to plug it in. So, pi r squared plus pi r s is the square root of 193. So you're going to plug it into your calculator. 7 squared is 49. Plus 7 square root of 193 times pi. You're going to push it, plug it in just like that. 49 times 3.14 plus 7, blue button, x squared to get the square root, 193. You have to make sure you scoot over. And then put in pi again. Times 3.14. So your answer should be 459.22. 459.22. All right. Listen. So let's go through it again. 49 times 3.14 plus 7. Then you do your square root. Second square root. 193. Make sure you scoot out of the square root symbol. You have to push the over button. You have to get out of that square root symbol.
You must round it.
Times 3.14. 459.2159189. About 459.22. Now, you could do 3.14 here. That way you don't have to worry about making sure you scoot over to get out of the, it's going to give you the exact same answer. All right. You have to make sure you're outside of the radical to get the correct answer. All right.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you do this one in terms of pi? Would you add your 49 and to get it in terms of pi?
You
also?
could. If they tell you to leave this one in terms of pi, it looks ugly. So you add your whole numbers. 49 plus 7. 56. Square root 193. Pi. I really don't think they'll do that, but they
I'm just
could.
curious since we did it on the previous one.
They could. Fair question. All right. Your assignment. You always got an assignment. Math is one of those things you have to practice. All right. Surface area of a cone. There are 9 questions.
so many.
I did one of them for you, which means you have 8 questions to do. I'm waiting. You must show your work on the paper.
Where's it?
It's surface area of a cone. All right. All right.